Hi, my name is Kelly DeFonso. I am a rising junior. I'm president of the Catholic Student Center, and I'm here to share my story and the things that Jesus has done in my life and how I'm here. So some background information. I was baptized and went to religious education growing up, but that was like the extent of my faith, growing up. I would maybe go to Christmas and Easter Mass, but that was it. I didn't really like the faith. I thought it was a bunch of rules and just like a catechesis lesson that I wasn't too excited about. So going into high school is when a lot of things changed. I think sophomore year was a time where I was really trying to figure out myself and who I was. And we live in a culture that's very much like, you do what makes you happy, do what feels good. And that is kind of what I was surrounding myself with. And it didn't breed the best things. I wasn't around the best friends, and I also wasn't being the best friend or like the best person that I could be. And at the time I was going to youth group because it was different than a catechesis lesson, more relatable to my life. So I said yes to going on a retreat. And on this retreat, there was like 2,000 Catholics, and I kind of opened my eyes like, oh my gosh, like there are a lot of people that are taking this seriously. Like it's not just like something I was forced to do growing up as a kid. And on this retreat is where I really encountered the love that God has for me deeply, especially through the sacrament of confession. That was like really huge for me. And I really realized the hard truth on this retreat that I was made for so much more. And at the time, like our culture tells us like you have like a checklist of things, like the perfect grades, the resume, like you need to have the fun weekend life, social life, the boyfriend, all this stuff. And I knew that I was made for more, because even if you're checking all the boxes of what our culture tells you to, you're longing for more. Like if you check all those boxes, you're settling yourself. You're made for so much more. And I came to this hard truth and realization. And then basically the rest of high school, it was me wrestling with this because I knew it was the right thing, but I wanted to still see if I could do it my way. But throughout high school, I basically realized that I couldn't do my faith alone. I needed people. And that is where the CSC has come into play and totally changed my life, really. Freshman year, I was in a Bible study with other freshman girls, and having other women to walk with who were in like the same place in college trying to live out their faith was huge. And I think the best thing about the CSC as a freshman coming in was seeing the juniors and seniors living out their faith and being joyful witnesses and being like 2 years into college and living truths that like they can live it out in college. It's possible, and to not give up. It's a little difficult, but totally worth it. Like Jesus's plans for us are infinitely better than the plans that we can make up in our mind. And my freshman Bible study leader really invested in me and walked with me. And it didn't matter that I wasn't a total cradle Catholic growing up. She really met me where I was at, and like the missionaries and like the people really meet you where you're at. And this is ultimately the culture at the CSC that we try to build up and promote. And yeah, that is my story with Jesus. I hope this resonates with you in some way, and thank you.